Hey Flosstube, I'm Amy. I love toads and cross stitch. I got a little bit of everything for you today. Two new starts. An FFO, some FOs, and whips. I sat here so you could see my stockings hung by the chimney with care. And then I got my Santa up there. Oh, what was that called? Smoky Mountain Christmas. Yep. I'm working on my fourth stocking, stitched stocking, and you'll see that in my whips today. I'm going to show you my FOs first, and then I'm going to show you my FFO. So I finished, and there will be one toad in this Flosstube. And today is December the 12th, 2023. So, and I have some glare from the window. And Miha is on alert to bark. Okay. Mama Loves You GB, she has been putting out these owls, and I finished up one. This is a black and white printed copy of it. Oh, goodness gracious. Maybe I need to close those blinds. And this is Clement. Now he is finished, except I haven't put a back on him yet. But I have him sitting on my Christmas tree in one of the branches. Let's see if I can bring him in closer without a glare, without the... I don't know, can you see? Probably not. I might need to close those blinds. I did change, I think I changed this eye color right here. I can't remember. I think it was like a brighter orange. And that's the only thing I changed. Oh, and she used beads and a little sequins, and I just stitched it. I didn't add any beads. No embellishments. And then the second FO was a start and a finish. I went to the Jingle Ball, and this is last year's book from the Jingle Ball, the Ornament book. And I started my grandson an ornament from this book. It is called Tall Treat. It's by the Blue Flower, Janine McGowan. And I finished him. So I started him while I was at the ball. And he's finished, and I just have him on a board right now. I'm gonna put a back on there, put a little hanger, and then put probably some white trim around him. White or green. So this will be Asher's first ornament. So those are my two FOs. I'm gonna go close those blinds. Okay, it might be a little more dark in here, but I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna show you my finish, and I don't have the cover page anymore, but it is Sarah Elizabeth Brooke, 1842 by the Scarlet House, and she's framed. Isn't she beautiful? So I'll see if I can bring her in without the light from the blinds. So that's the frame. She turned out, oh, I'm in love. I'm in love. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to do a brick house wall of samplers. And I brought over my second one. So actually this is my second one. I brought over my first one. This is my first one. This is a Blackbird Designs Agnes Platts. Loose Feathers, Spring 2013. And I'm not sure if I put a date on there when I stitched this. It's, I don't know, it's probably been, I feel like it's been about 8 years ago, but so now this is the start of my brick house sampler wall. So I'm so excited. So excited. Just, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And I started my next brick house. Let me put her right there. You can't see her, but okay, where's my other one? I started, so this is my new start. I started Humming of the Bees by Blackbird Designs. And I thought about leaving off the alphabet because I do not like to stitch the alphabet. But the sampler, I feel it's really small. So I started at the bottom. I'm usually a top starter, but I went ahead and started at the bottom because I'm gonna wait and see. I might in the end put the alphabet on. And this is Fawn by Picture This Plus, and it is 36 count. And that is my start on the bottom left. I'm using all the called for colors. It's 1/2 on 36 count. This Picture This Plus, when I'm stitching it, it feels more like a 38 count. It feels tighter than a normal 36, so I stitch 1/2 on 36 anyway. But I'm using all the called for, mostly, they're over there, mostly the overdyed, like the Weeks Dye Works, Gas, but I didn't have, I think, 2 of them, so there is a DMC conversion, and I'm using the DMC conversion for, I think it's like 2 of them, 2 of the colors. So that's the new start for my brick house. Okay, now for whips. I worked on my grandson's birth record sampler, Dragon with a Book, and I asked people what this was because I didn't know if it was a flame or a leaf or what, and everybody said it's like a little flame so he can read. So I'll put that in later. I worked on his back right here and his tail. And this is, let me think, what is this? Do I have it written down? Yes. This is Atomic Ranch. It's called Weathered Stone, and it's 28 count, and I'm doing it 2/2 because it does have blends, and I wanted it a good size. So this is where he is, and he adorable. Very fun. So I'll put before pictures in if I have them. And then Asher's information will probably either go here or on this side. He's so cute. I didn't do Whipco in December, which this is December. I didn't do Whipco this month because my 2 Whipcos for this month were already done. They were finished, so I didn't have to do them. I was free to stitch on whatever. Okay, let me find the cover page. Oh, I usually pull the cover page so it's easier to find. This one is called The Woods Behind My House by Cooler Design Studios. I am stitching this on sand from Picture This Plus, and it is a 36 count. There is one blend, and I'm just doing the two. I'm doing it 1/2, but with the blend I'm doing 2/2, and you can't tell the difference. So, and there I worked on butterflies and that chipping sparrow down there, and some more of the background. I want to get to the nest because I feel like the nest is going to be a lot of work, and I want to start chipping away at it little by little. But I'm not there yet to get to the nest, and I'll show you a picture of it. Hold on. So this nest right here just looks like a lot of confetti and work. So I'm like trying to come over and go down so I can get to this nest so I can start working on that. I do have another Cooler, is it Cooler Classic or Cooler Design Studio? I have another one that I want to start, but I want to finish this one first. So that's what encouraged me to work on it. I was like, you can't start the other one until you finish this one. That's why I pulled this one out. This one is on my Whipco board for next year. Okay, here is my grandson's stocking that will be hung, not this year, unless some miracle happens. This is from Stony Creek, and I'm stitching this one right here. And I changed, it says Joy, and I changed the green to a lighter green. I changed this pillow to green. And the only other thing I'm going to change is this little guy's hat. I'm going to change it to green. And I'm working on this bear. So I'm like working on this part right here. This is just an even weave, not sure what, and it's white. It's just a white even weave, and it's 28 count, and I'm doing 2/2 because I wanted it to be kind of big. And there I am. So, oh, and I got his name in. And last Flosstube, I showed you some floss that my girlfriend Becky gave me. And this is the floss I used for Asher's name. It is Wild Fern Fawns by Victorian Motto. So his name is done in this. It's like a variegated green brown. So thank you, Becky. I use that floss for Asher's name in his stocking. So I'll pull back. And I still have 3 more stockings to make after this. I started my husband's, and then we found out my daughter was pregnant, so I stopped working on my husband's and I started working on Asher's. And then I've got my daughter's husband and my son's girlfriend. So they've been together almost 5 years. It was a hard toss to, do I do Hannah's stocking? She's been with us almost 5 years. Or do I do my daughter's, Matt's stocking, my daughter's partner's stocking, which they've only been together 3 years, but they're married now. So like Hannah has seniority, but Matt's married into the family. I don't know. It was real hard. I have a stocking for both of them. I'm not sure which one I'm going to work on next. But I have my husband's, Hannah's, and Matt's to do. So we'll see. We'll see whose I do next. Okay, let's see. I worked on, my book has fallen apart. This is Eliza Bel Cox, 1832. Should just leave my glasses on, huh? This is from Hands Across the Sea. And where the lines are, I'm cutting it off. I love this, what this says. It's about death and flowers on a grave, the mound of dirt. It's really cool. What am I stitching this on? Oh, let's see. Oh, here we go. This is a 40 count Espresso by RNR. And I'm doing it 1/2. And I wanted to start working on that little moth. So I worked my way over, also working a lot in those leaves. Those leaves still aren't done. I still have a few more of those leaves to finish up over here. The words are 1/1 with a continental stitch or tent stitch. So I'll pull back and you can see my before. And I'm really enjoying this one. So I want to stitch all the bird samplers and the brick house samplers. Those are goals. Goals. Yep. Okay. This one I worked on one day, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. I try to work on this one the beginning of the month, each month. It is called Woodland Castle by Designworks, and I am in this corner, and I'm using everything from the kit. It's Ada and the floss. Here is my big floss bundle. Let me see if I got it right. No, I always turn it sideways. Here, oh, I got a big hair hanging off of it. My hair, I'm sure. Okay. That's where I'm at. Trying to do the back stitch as I go. Pull back. I can't remember really how much I got done, so I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. I think I did do a little more of the blue, and I think I backstitched up here, tried to backstitch up here in those pink flowers. So she will come out in January, little by little. And I started this with Beth from the Steadfast Stitcher, who I don't think has had time to work on hers because she did 60 starts this year. And so she's been starting stuff like crazy. So she hasn't had time to work on it anymore, I don't think. Okay. This I am stitching with a whole bunch of people. It is a sow. So Colette and Brenda and a bunch of other people. Also, Colette and I are doing the Sunday stocking sow. We stitch our stockings on Sundays if you want to join us. Let's see. I don't know what this is called. Birdhouse. It's something with birdhouses. And we started in October. And I started with the October Birdhouse, and then November, December. So I just finished the December Birdhouse. I found a mistake. I think when I started with that. Let me bring it in closer. I think I started in with that little cloud. And then when I went to go down, I don't think I went down enough. I think I'm missing a stitch. So my whole piece is up one stitch. So I went ahead and did a running stitch all the way across. So when I start on January, I'm going to start at the running stitch and go up. So I'm not off one row when my September meets my October. Did that make sense? Probably not. Okay, this is stitched on Weeks Dye Works beige, and it's on 40 count. So let's see here. There is my December. And then see how I did the running stitch all the way across to make sure my January is not one row down. Yep. There's hashtags for this. OCTA, OXAL. Go to Colette's. I'll link Colette down below. Go to her Flosstube channel and she tells you all the hashtags and stuff like that. Okay, I pulled out my BR's Moth from Kathy Barrick for, I think, one night, 2 nights. This is on my Whip Go board for next year also. Where am I at? I am working on this wing right here. And I just got more of it done. I did change the colors. I changed it to be more rusty red because the Atlas Moth is red and not yellow. And I think the called for was yellow, more yellowy. So there she is. What is this? I think this is Creek Bed Brown. Hold on. This is 36 count. Yeah, Creek Bed Brown by RNR. Isn't she pretty? She's so pretty. Yep, so she's on my Whip Go, so she will get more work. And then a couple Fridays for Festive Friday with Janet Jabber. I worked on my is it Christmas Deer? Yes, Christmas Deer. I finally got the name right. Christmas Deer by Luca S. This is the kit that they gifted me. And I've got an ear and an eyeball. So I'm actually in the deer. I love it. I'm using all the kit floss and the kit fabric. Let me move my needle minder. And there you can see his ear and his eye and his reins. I think that's what they're called. With the green and the red. So we got some green and red coming out there. You can tell, I think you can tell if you can see, their fabric is gridded. You can see the squares, so it makes it easier. And I'll put the before picture in. This is full coverage. And I'm doing it 2/1 Aida stitch. Yeah, is it Aida? Yeah, it is 18 count Aida. So, love that. I might work on it one more Friday, and then I want to pull out my 12 Northern Days of Christmas. Okay. I put everything up and then realized I forgot to show you my full coverage. I had a new start, full coverage new start. So I'm gonna put a picture of here probably. It is called Rainy Days and Mondays. It is charted by Unconventional Cross Stitched, and the artist is Maggie Vanderwall. I don't know. Anyway, I love her artwork. I love it. And this is where I am. So you can see the raindrops. It is great. So I got, I think, over maybe 3,000 stitches in there. And the toad, he's way down here. He won't come. I have a lot of background to do. But forgot to show you guys that. Looks great, huh? Okay. Back to the regular Flosstube. What's next? Let's look at this again. Let's look at this again. Can we look at this again now that we don't have a glare? Or not a glare, the sun shining through. Yeah, look. So I need to paint one wall in my sewing room. My sewing room used to be my son's room when he was a baby. And so that, I painted one wall white and it's got some of my stitching on it, but another wall, it's still like a light green color from when he was in there, when he was a baby in there. And I want to paint that wall white, and then that's where all my sampler stuff is going to go, my brick houses and my sampler birds and stuff. So I'm not hanging her up yet. She's just probably going to sit here in the living room so I can stare at her. Okay, now for Stitchy Kindness and haul. Stitchy Kindness, I got Christmas cards. Let's see, Melanie. We should know that's from Melanie, huh? Okay, and Tammy. Tammy and I are like internet friends. We've never met, but we will one day. She also sent a little gift for Asher. It's over there on my mantle for him to open up. He'll be 3 months old at Christmas, but we're gonna help him open it up at Christmas time. I got Pam and Steph's card. This is Cindy's cross stitch. She also loves Snoopy. And Vicky Stitch and Button. Those are my Christmas cards. Thank you. Okay, I went to the Jingle Ball, like I said, and I bought 2 things from the Jingle Ball. I got the 2023 ornament booklet, and I think there are 3 that I want to stitch out of here. Let me show you my favorite though, that is probably definitely going to be stitched. And who is it by? I think it's by Tiny Modernist. Yes. Okay, here's my favorite. Ah, isn't he cute? He's so cute. So that will probably be an Asher ornament, 1 year. Yeah. Oh, and I love this one. I love this one from Jody Rice. What is her Satsuma Street. Isn't that cute? With a little bell hanging in the middle. I think that's so cute. Okay, anyway, so I got that book. And then I got Asher's Ornament for next year. It is Santa and a Volkswagen Beetle. Like I had to, right? He's so cute. I mean, the car is so cute. And look at the deer sticking out of the back of the car. The reindeer. This is adorable. Okay, and it's a kit. So it comes with like the sequins. And since it'll be on my daughter's tree for Asher, I'm not gonna change anything. It can be bright and blingy, and if it's going on my tree, I dull it down a bit. But for their tree, you know, they can have bright and blingy. I actually cannot wait to stitch this. I'm looking so forward to stitching this. But it'll be his ornament for next year. And then Donna Ray and I and Glenn went to our new local needlework shop. We have a new LNS. It's not real local. It's an hour away from us. It's called Liberty Hill Needleworks. It's in Williamsburg, Virginia. And we went to the open house. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited that we have an LNS to go to and actually look at stuff in person and touch fabric and actually see what fabric looks like. So I bought a few things from there. I had to get this one. It is a brick house. So I think every time I visit a needlework shop, I'm going to buy a brick house pattern. I know. I'm a little bit crazy, but it'll be fine. Okay, so this is At Home by Brenda Jett. And when this first came out, I knew I wanted it. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do the border, but everything in the middle, like trees, brick house, deer, the muted colors, this screams me. And the saying screams me. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you, I think. Close your ears, I'm gonna pull this out of the plastic. And also, let me think, let me see. I'm gonna read that to you in a minute. But I think I was looking at this. Oh yes, Brenda Jett gave us a DMC conversion, which I feel like she hasn't done that on a lot of patterns before. And I thank you, Brenda, thank you. I appreciate that. There we go, no plastic. Okay, here we go. For genuine happiness, or genuine happiness, we need not roam, 'tis doubtless found with little and at home. Oh my God, yes. Happiness is with little and at home. Well, looking at it makes me want to start it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so anyway, all the brick houses in the muted colors. So I got that. And then I got this one. This is Inspired by Nature by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. And I was looking at this when it came out. I think it came out this year. Yeah, 2023. I don't know if it was at Market or at the thing in August, which isn't Expo anymore. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, so we have beetles, ladybugs, bees, grasshopper, a moth or a butterfly, mushrooms, acorns, deer, and then you get this other pattern with a bird. So there's two fabrics, and then you stitch them together and then you stitch it. So I went ahead and got the fabric while I was at the shop and could look at the fabric. I went ahead and got it. So I got Seraphim Antique Lace. Both of these are 36 count for the bottom. And for the top, I got Frankenstein by Stitch Me. So I'll show you this together. So it'll be like this. So I got those, and then I just picked up another piece of Stitch Me Sand Dollar. It's 36 count, just a little small piece. And I picked up a weathered shingle. I was hoping I could find a 36 count, but I couldn't, so I got a 28 count, and I'll just do something 1/1 on it. I love this fabric. This is the one I'm stitching the dragon with the book on, and I love it, love it. Okay, that is it. That's what I got from Liberty Hill. Let me put all this back. Let me look at my book. Hold on. Let me grab it. Okay. Let me see if that is all. Yep, that's all. Okay. Short and sweet. Maybe not short, but sweet. Whip Parade, I'm waffling back and forth whether to do one or not. I probably will. I just need mental energy, just energy to do it, to pull everything out, and then you have to put everything back. So we'll see. But okay, guys, I love you. Bye.